And we're back here on the Figure 4 Fallout right here on WCCR 94.5 The Crossroads and iTunes. And on the line at the time, joining us, Sean, the Virus, Harddrive Virus. Thank you for joining us on Figure 4 Fallout tonight, brother.
How's it going? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Things are going good. We have a station full of individuals excited to have you on. Definitely a fan favorite amongst us here at the Figure 4 Fallout. Glad to see you wrestling down here around Corbin, Kentucky. Of course, you wrestled up in Cincinnati, Ohio when I last seen you. So, or at least that was before you come down here to wrestle with PWF. But how long have you actually been wrestling?
I just celebrated my 10-year anniversary, actually. I started January 14th, 2003. I started with the Northern Wrestling Federation at the Bone Crushers National Pro Wrestling Training Center. Okay. So it's been quite the journey since then.
Of course, I believe you were Roger Ruffin, correct?
Yeah, Roger Ruffin trained me.
Okay. I remember Roger and of course, Cindy up there and Amanda and all them. So definitely got a solid promotion up there in Ohio for anybody getting to listen in from Ohio area. If you get a chance, definitely check out NWF also. But, of course, this Sunday, it's what it's all about, the benefit show for you this Sunday in Corbin, Kentucky. Tell us a little bit about how this benefit show come about and kind of the reason behind it.
Well, it all started because on January 5th, I was in a match up in Harrison, Indiana, wrestling for the Northern Wrestling Federation, and towards the end of the match, I came off the top rope with a double knees meteora, a move I've done probably 1,000 times in my career. Mm-hmm. But this one time, something went a little wrong, I guess, and when I came down on my arm a little wrong, and when I went to get up, noticed it kind of looked a little funny. I kind of looked at it and noticed, that doesn't look quite right. So I expected it a little more, and, that's some bone sticking out a little bit. Not really through the skin or nothing, but it just looked a little deformed. So I was like,
did you finish the match?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. I actually finished the match. Unfortunately, I didn't pick up the win that night, but I'll pick my battles, I guess. Straight after the match, right after the match, they rushed me to the ambulance. The ambulance came and they took me to the UC hospital up in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. Interesting fact about this, one of my favorite facts about this injury: the actual driver of the ambulance, his uncle is Brutus the Barber Beefcake, so I thought that was pretty crazy.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like, oh, my uncle is Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I was like, well, it's a small world.
You should have asked him if he got a free haircut out of it.
I was working on it, believe me. They had a hard time cutting my wrist tape off from the match, and I was like, well, you got Brutus the Barber Beefcake's protege in there. Why don't he get that back here and get my wrist tape off?
He had to have the shears or something back there.
Okay, so definitely, I will say this, for the very squeamish people, you probably won't want to see the pictures, but you do on the benefit Facebook. But on the event page, if I'm not mistaken, you do have the pictures posted on there, correct, as well as the video.
Yeah, there's a video of me actually breaking it, if you can stomach that, and there's a couple pictures of the X-rays and a little bit of the post-surgery stuff on there.
I was gonna say,
so you can choose to see it if you want, but
Yeah, I showed it to some folks in my office. Virus, this is Bo, one of the co-hosts here, and I showed it to some of the folks in my office, and one of the guys looked at me and he said, "How in God's green earth did the guy keep fighting?" I said, dude,
he's a beast.
I said, you got to realize something. I said, that's the reason why you need to come and see these local shows. I said, these guys still, they gut it out. Mm-hmm. I said, you don't see a show until you go to one of these local shows like this.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, there's no real stopping you. You don't get to say time out in wrestling. You finish your match no matter what happens.
I know with the injury that you sustained, from the pictures, the most recent ones, it looks like it's come along pretty good healing wise as far as that goes.
Yeah, some of like the butterfly stitches are starting to come off, and it's starting, it's healing up well. So I go back on the 15th for a reassessment, and I guess we're going to start physical therapy around that time and get a reassessment on when I might be able to come back to the ring.
They've not given you really any timetable as of yet, or?
Not really. The last time it was kind of still really swollen and stuff from the surgery, so he wasn't really going to put any timetable on anything yet.
Understandable there. Looking forward to kind of hearing that update, see when you'll be able to get back to wrestling. The benefit show this coming Sunday in Corbin, Kentucky. I mean, there's a fantastic card. A lot of the names I actually recognize from NWF. It looks like kind of mainly two promotions come together working for the benefit of. With it being a benefit show, working toward the benefit of your medical.
Good. Going for the greater good.
Going for the greater good.
Yeah, it's. I have a lot of the personal friends from the Northern Wrestling Federation are volunteered their time. They're going to come down this Sunday night, a big benefit show. Bell time starts at 6:30. We got a huge card of 9-10 matches that night. A great night of wrestling. I got a lot of my friends and a lot of people that mean a lot to me are coming together and doing this for me. I can't really put into words, how much this really means to me for somebody to really do this for me. So I've been on the other end 100 times. I've done at least 50 benefit shows over, the 10 years I've been wrestling, maybe even more. And I never once thought I'd be on the other end, but I guess sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
And I'm just grateful that, they're going to be here and help me out in my time of need.
Yeah, I mean, you have a great, we got a great card here. Of course, Ice will be taking on Miguel Sanchez. Ice, if I'm not mistaken, is from NWF also.
Yeah, he's actually, we grew up together, me and Ice. We went to high school together and everything. We were real close. So looking forward to seeing him again. It's been a while since I've seen him in the ring, so I'm very excited to see what he can bring to the show. And if anybody's seen Miguel Sanchez too, it's very exciting to watch a Mexican luchador, if you will.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really good match. I'm excited about it.
Now, real quick question before we go through the rest of the card: are there going to be are all the wrestlers going to be there, kind of selling their merchandise at their tables, as with the money going toward the medical bills and all that also?
I'm not real sure about that. I'm sure usually the wrestlers do bring their own merchandise. So I haven't really heard a word if that's all going to be benefit toward me or not. But either way, there'll be merchandise there. If you want to get something for somebody else, that'd be great too. I'm just hoping for everybody to come out and enjoy a good night of wrestling. Really.
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far. Out of Pro Wrestling Freedom, I mean the matches, the shows, they just continue to go up further and further as time goes on. Yeah,
every month I continue to go down there. They seem to be getting better and better. Promoter John Bullard's done a really good job of building something out of nothing. Really, this time last year you would never heard of Pro Wrestling Freedom, but they're kind of on the map now. So you got to give props to that guy for putting it all together.
Definitely. There's also going to be Country Wild Matt Stevens taking on Danny Todd.
Yeah, old Country Wild Matt Stevens and Danny Todd. The two guys that are from the Northern Wrestling Federation. This should be a real hard-hitting, high-flying match. They actually were a tag team for over a year, and they've kind of went their separate ways, so it'll be interesting to see them come together and put this match on for Pro Wrestling Freedom.
Now, the next match I want to mention here, Kerry Awful is taking on, is it pronounced Chiron?
Chiron, yes.
Okay. I thought that's how it's pronounced, but I wasn't entirely sure. He scares me.
Yes. Scares me, too. I see him there sometimes. He's quite the mountain of a man. I really can't put into words till you actually see him. If you come this Sunday, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's quite the specimen. So I feel a little scared for Kerry Awful, but he's been on quite a roll lately. He made a few upsets. He beat Madman Pondo last month at Pro Wrestling Freedom. So interested to see what's going to happen.
Is he looking to play tug of war again?
I hope.
it could be the whole roster against Chiron, and I don't feel too confident in the roster.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. Like when I first seen him come out, he reminded me of a much taller Grizzly Redwood from Ring of Honor.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
All he would need would be the lumberjack gear on, and he'd be set. Of course, don't tell him I said that because I've grown accustomed to living.
What if he's listening and you're just...
Well, no promises.
We've got Lennox the Norse with Billy the P taking on Menace as well. Max Misery and Alex Zane taking on a tag team gauntlet for the PWF Tag Team Championships, and there's a few PWF names in that one. The Hippies I recognize from NWF, I should say. They're going to be coming down. They're a fun tag team to watch also.
Yeah, they've been tag team for as long as I can remember. They've won countless championships in multiple promotions around the tri-state area,
No,
so it'll be interesting to see a little bit of their experience come down and see what the other guys got.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's Pompano Joe and Jeremy Hyde? Jesse Hyde, okay.
Yes, his brother, yeah.
Jeremy's his brother. I knew that there was Jeremy and Jesse, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember which one was
it gets
which.
a little confusing for me, too.
Just make sure they don't do the old the Bella Twin switcheroo on you, and I think you'll be fine.
No promises.
Then, of course, there's going to be a battle royal to announce another spot in the PWF Heavyweight Tournament. And then in the main event, it'll be the Human Devastation Device, Dustin Reyes, with Father Veer taking on the 5-star superstar, Jay Donaldson.
Both these guys are some of my favorite guys to watch in the ring. I was trained a little bit by Jay Donaldson. He was there when I first started, so I've known that guy for a long time, and he's flat out one of the best guys you're going to see in the ring and on an independent level, if not in the world. If you've never been to a show and seen Jay Donaldson, he risks his body, and just some of the things he can do in there is pretty amazing. And then you got Dustin Reyes, he's a great independent name as well. He's done lots of things. He worked for CZW. He's a dangerous guy, but I've been in the ring with him, believe me. So I'm really excited to see this maybe the match. This could very well be a match of the year candidate this Sunday night.
Hey, Virus, this is Casey Malone.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I have one question kind of completely off of what we've already been talking about. When you return, who's someone in Pro Wrestling Freedom you're really looking forward to getting in the ring with?
Who am I looking forward to getting in the ring with? Well, let's see. Not Chiron. I've never been in the ring with Lennox Norris, and I've never went one-on-one with Shane Mercer either. But the one guy that I really want to get back in the ring with is Jordan Cage. We had a little bit of a feud going on there, and this arm injury has put that on the sideline for a little bit, but I haven't forgot about anything he's done or some of the back end things he's done to me. So when I come back, that'll be the first guy I'm aiming for, is Jordan Cage.
I just ask that you break his fuzzy picture frame. That's all I'm asking.
That will be done without a doubt.
We greatly appreciate that. You versus Shane Mercer, that's definitely a match that I would love to see. Of course, Jordan Cage, you versus Jordan Cage would be a great match also, but you versus Shane Mercer, that would be that would probably be a match of the year candidate in itself.
I would take any of those matches he mentioned, but throwing Dustin Reyes too.
Yeah, all those guys. Let's stick them all in the ring at once and let's get it on.
Oh, would I love to see a fatal 4-way like that? Oh, wow! Elimination style.
Yeah,
fantastic.
I'm not afraid. So this arm gets better, you never know. We'll have to talk to old John Bullard and see what we can put together, and maybe we'll have a good old fatal 4-way match.
Get him on the line. Let's go.
Other than the main event, is there maybe another match that you're looking forward to on this card? Looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, we were just talking about Jordan Cage and Shane Mercer. I think that's going to be a really good match. Both really talented, young, athletic guys that are real hungry for wrestling right now. So it's going to be one for the books. We're going to see a lot of high flying maneuvers from Shane Mercer. He does that backflip follow-away slam. That's really impressive. Then you got Jordan Cage. He does he's just, like you said, he's picture perfect. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that.
Right.
But he is definitely good. So this Sunday night, Shane Mercer versus Jordan Cage is going to be a great one.
Now, also, I noticed that you posted there's going to be a DVD for sale.
Yeah, I just got them produced. Luckily to have them for this show, I got a Best of Sean the Virus Harddrive DVD Volume 1. It's a collection, like probably seven of my favorite matches that I've had over the last couple of years. Really the first DVD I've ever put out, so I'm just putting it out there for $10 this Sunday night, just to try to raise a little money for my medical bills. Also, if people wouldn't be able to make it to the show, it's available on the Pro Wrestling Freedom website right now, too, as well. Also, have shirts on that website.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, one of the matches on there was a match before you were Sean the Virus Harddrive?
Yeah, I was coming up. I was wrestling as Scotty Murray at the time, back for NWA Indiana for, it was 2005 NWA Indiana in Indianapolis. I wrestled Chad Allegra. You might know him now as Carl the Machine Gun Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm real close buddies with him. We kind of grew up together, not grew up together, but trained together in the Northern Wrestling Federation, and that's a match that's really special to me. It's one of my favorite matches of all time.
Now, I know that he's wrestled a lot over in Japan. Have you had the opportunity to wrestle internationally?
I've wrestled in Mexico briefly one time. When I was training out at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo out in L.A. at the time, and just a random booking came up, and we went down to Tijuana and had a pretty wild luchador match. That was definitely a culture shock to go down there and see that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was. I think I've, now that we're talking about it, I have wrestled in Canada once too. So I got like 1 and 1. I got one up north and one down south, but never across the seas or anything like that yet.
No doubt that's an interesting experience, especially when you wrestle in countries that are really, I guess, really big avid supporters of pro wrestling, more so than say America. Yeah,
it's definitely a different atmosphere, a different experience, but it's, anywhere you go, wrestling is kind of a universal language,
Mm-hmm.
It brings people together, and just being in that kind of atmosphere with people loving wrestling that much is just always a good time.
Definitely this Sunday in Corbin, that will no doubt be the case, as we have the benefit show for you. One of our lovely ladies of Figure 4 Fallout, Kara Meredith, she has actually a question for you as well.
Right,
hey, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good. You?
It's going just great. So, who are you looking forward to watching the most at your benefit show? I know that we'll all be there in the front row, like always. But who are you looking forward? Like, what match are you looking forward to watching the most?
I'm probably most interested in the main event that evening. Like I said, Jay Donaldson is one of my favorite guys to watch live. If you've never seen him, you're in for a treat this Sunday. And as you would know, Dustin Reyes is really good too. So I'm sure and it's actually a first time ever meeting between the two. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm excited. There should be some magic happening this Sunday.
And then I guess my question is, who do you think currently right now is the favorite? Of course, we're going to see the very first tag team champions of Pro Wrestling Freedom crowned here on Sunday. Who do you think right now is the favorite to go in and win these tag titles?
Oh, that is a tough question. You got Ryan Dukey and Jared Sloan's going to be in there. You got JR and the Zodiac. You got Cashflow and Scotty Vicious. I mean, there's just a lot of guys that are, want this. It's the very first ever PWF Tag Team Championship, so, that's something special. That's something only one team can ever say. But I'm going to have to go with my buddies, the Hippies. I mean, I've known them for a long time, and I know they got what it takes to get the job done, so I'm hoping to cheer them on and see if they can get the job done this Sunday night at my benefit show.
Well, that's definitely what one of the teams I'm actually pulling for in this tag team gauntlet is the Hippies, the great tag team, if I do say so myself. This Sunday, February 10th, Corbin Civic Center is where it's going to be at. Bell time, 6:30 p.m. The doors open at 5:30. All proceeds go to Sean the Virus Harddrive. Helping him out during this time that he's got some downtime, quite a bit of downtime probably, as he recuperates from the injury. It's going to be a great show. You got anything else you might want to plug here before we kind of start wrapping this thing up?
I just want to say thank you to anybody that's ever came out to see me wrestle, or just any independent wrestling show. I mean, without any fans out there, we wouldn't be able to do this, and do something we love. And I really, really hope that this Sunday night everybody can make it out to the benefit show. Like I stated earlier, I mean, this has all been like a kind of whirlwind kind of thing that's happened to me lately. So it just means a lot that Pro Wrestling Freedom is stepping up and putting on this show for me. It means a lot, and I'm excited to see all the fans and all the rest of it this Sunday, and just to see a great night of wrestling action.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to coming and seeing the show. Like Kara said, we'll be there front row, cheering you on, and definitely looking forward to maybe talking to you a little bit while we're there at the show. No doubt you'll probably be having your hands full with people coming up to talk with you, but we'll probably try to get a few minutes in there somewhere. Just talk a little bit.
Yeah, without a doubt. Make sure you come up and say hello.
I might actually end up picking up one of those DVDs, so I'm definitely looking forward to that.
How much?
We're also going to have I got one huge poster printed out of the show, like the whole card, and we're going to get all of the wrestlers to sign it. And I'm not sure if it's going to be either in the auction, like in a 50-50 drawing or what, but it's going to be up for some kind of sale or auction or something like that. And it should be a pretty cool item to have.
Virus, bring a 3X shirt. I'm buying it. Get one for the big boy.
The jacket.
Yeah,
the jacket.
Yeah. I almost forgot about that. The jacket's going to be. Is that part of the 50-50, or is that going to be a raffle?
It's an auction.
We haven't ironed out all the details on this thing yet, but it's definitely going to be there for some kind of sale. It was my original jacket I wore when I debuted as Sean the Virus Harddrive, so it's something that's kind of near and dear to my heart. But I'm ready to let it go and have somebody, that really wants it to have it, So I think it'd be something cool to give away to something and give back to some of the fans.
That's definitely. I know Kara and Casey Malone both were just like grinning from ear to ear.
I was going to say,
so
I think
you might actually have another match added to the card come Sunday.
I think we've got one getting ready to go to the bank and apply for the loan for this weekend.
I can take out a loan if I want to. How much is too much?
I would gladly give her the jacket. I just want a shirt. To see her smile is enough.
Well, there we go.
Wow, it got deep in here.
It did.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yeah, hey, Valentine's Day is coming up, so there you go.
I don't have a day for Valentine's Day. So.
Forever alone.
Oh, man. Virus, we appreciate you, man, taking the time to talk about this benefit show that they're having for you here in Corbin. We're definitely looking forward to talking with you. And
no problem at all, man. I'm glad you guys had me on. So I'm just happy to speak out and let everybody know about the show this Sunday. It's going to be a special night.
I have no doubt in my mind. And one last thing before we let you go. We do have our top 5 list this evening, and the topic of the top 5 list is male individuals not already in the WWE Hall of Fame that we feel should be in there within at least the next 5 years. And these are people that are not already in there that we'd like to see at least go in or think should be in there. Do you have like maybe a top 1 or 2 that you can think that should be in there that's not in there already?
Yeah, probably number 1 right now, I'd probably have to say Macho Man Randy Savage is one of mine. I think he really needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. Let's see, number 2. I don't know. Let's throw it out there a little bit. Well, why not like Psycho Sid or something?
He could probably be one of the mid card Hall of Fame candidates, maybe.
That was a joke, a little bit.
Just a hair.
I don't think he'd be main event. He already did that at WrestleMania, so we're good. Virus, brother, we appreciate you taking the time. We'll definitely see you on Sunday in Corbin. And once again, everybody, try to come out to the show. It's going to be a great card. And Virus, you're a great talent. And we appreciate what you do for the fans. And just thank you a lot.
Thank you, guys. Like I said, I hope to see everybody this Sunday night, 6:30.
All right. Well, we will talk to you soon, Virus.
All right, guys. Later.
All right.